Government policies allowed them not to share vital information, so when they attacked our cities, they came as a shock to the nation. Didn't they think about sick patients with complications or the children having to breathe in that deadly exhalations? What about the cops and the firemen trying to save lives, pulling souls out of the devil's grip, and the suits that settled on their hands, hair, and chin, and seeped silently into the lungs of decay with near impatience? And all of this could have been easily evaded, but instead they sat back and waited, because what good is an army if enemies can't be invaded? And military funds is just money being wasted. Instead of fighting with guns and wars fought under the same sun, let's worry about the educations of our daughters and sons, and the bums that sleep the street in search of change. Now we can't find Osama, so the Bush goes after Hussein, determined to dismantle his regime, probably because that fortune cookie called Daddy cracked, and that was a fortune he had seen. Oil fields as far as the eye can see. Think of the revenue it can bring. But it brought remorse and regret, because now I'm paying outrageous dollars for a gallon of gasoline. And what's astonishing is that profits are up for these conglomerate oil companies. The sad thing is that all this was at the cost of lives from our Marines, while poverty still lingers in the midst of an American dream. A need to point fingers and place a face to the crime. Now airports are snatching anyone looking slightly Middle Eastern out of line. Well, I say let them pull you out and point your fingers at the officials that are lying. Show them pictures of our fallen brothers and sisters and have them explain their deaths to the mothers who still until this day are crying. But I guess if I was ignorant with no common sense, that plane I'd be flying. Good luck getting those 72 virgins in that Guantanamo Bay confinement. And the more I look, the more I find, what a fucked up cause. The more I look, the more I find flaws in their jahads. Like if God's on their side, then who can be on ours? Would really allow innocent blood to flow like water from a waterfall? But there's other forces working here, like the human condition, ignorance, and fear. My premonition is still a vision unclear. Maybe there's hope for the future, but what about the seer?
We chewed on a raw sugar cane, playing stickball under the faded oro, burning orange, martyr, sangre red, king purple of the dying day. We used Ama's broomstick, playing on the gravel of the main street, grinding our fresh bronze flesh with blood and bone into laughing wounds and sleeping scabs, swinging away the cold of Swiss cheese-worn old zapatos and second-hand ripped dream clothing we wore. The ball we played with was always stolen from the pequeño Kmart that shined like a diamond in the abyss black noche. But during the day, hummed with Spanish words from the day laborers and their small clans shopping Dominicanos way. We would snatch those balls with our raw red hands, smiling, joyous with our half vacío stomachs, layered in Ama's bean burritos that we lived on for 3 months straight. Talking, taking breaks to chew on more sugar cane and throw rocks at the midnight black birds perched on telephone wires that hung like a spider web over our remolino twisted hair. Astronaut fantasies, doctors' fantasies, cops and robbers' fantasies, flying from our small mouths into a stream of origami images, along with the tasteless texture spit out leftover of the sugar cane. We would play stickball until the night swept in the stars that shine far, far, far away, along with the fantasies that we could not snatch with our raw red hands because of the size of our tiny arms and the limits in the sky where the telephone wires hung.